Welcome to Bible in a Year with Scott Purcell. I'm so glad you're joining me. This is a daily reading of portions of the Bible, following a plan that will include the entire Bible in a year. And now, let's open the book and begin our readings. This is the reading for day 85. If your reading is aligned with the calendar year in a non-leap year, this is for March 26th, or in a leap year, for March 25th. The Old Testament reading is from Numbers 21, beginning with verse 4, through verse 20 of Numbers 22. Numbers 21:4. They set out from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom. But the people became impatient along the way. The people spoke against God and against Moses. "Why have you brought us from Egypt to die in the desert? There is no food and no water, and our hearts detest this miserable food." And Yahweh sent among the people poisonous snakes. They bit the people, and many people from Israel died. The people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned because we have spoken against Yahweh and against you. Pray to Yahweh and let him remove the snakes from among us." So Moses prayed for the people. And Yahweh said to Moses, "Make for yourself a snake and place it on a pole. When anyone is bitten and looks at it, that person will live." So Moses made a snake of bronze, and he placed it on the pole. Whenever a snake bit someone, and that person looked at the snake of bronze, he lived. The Israelites set out and encamped at Oboth. They set out from Oboth and encamped at Iye-Abarim in the desert, which was in front of Moab toward the sunrise. From there they set out and encamped at the valley of Zered. From there they set out and encamped beyond Arnon, which is in the desert that goes out from the boundary of the Amorites, because Arnon is the boundary of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Therefore, thus it is said in the scroll of the wars of Yahweh, "Wahab and Suphah, and the wadis of Arnon, and the slope of the wadis that spread out to the dwelling of Ar, and lies at the boundary of Moab." From there they went to Beer, which is the water well where Yahweh spoke to Moses, "Gather the people, that I may give them water." Then Israel sang this song, "Arise, well water, sing to it. Well water that the princes dug, that the leaders of the people dug with a staff and with their rods." And from the desert they continued to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth to the valley that is in the territory of Moab, by the top of Pisgah, which overlooks the surface of the wasteland. Israel sent messengers to Sihon, the king of the Amorites, saying, "Let us go through your land. We will not turn aside into a field or vineyard. We will not drink well water along the way of the king until we have gone through your territory." But Sihon did not allow Israel to go through his territory. Sihon gathered all his people and went out to meet Israel. He came to the desert, to Jahaz, and he fought against Israel. But Israel struck him with the edge of the sword, and they took possession of his land from Arnon to the Jabbok. But Israel struck him with the edge of the sword, and they took possession of his land from Arnon to Jabbok until the Ammonites, because the boundary of the Ammonites was strong. Israel took all these cities, and Israel inhabited all the cities of the Amorites in Heshbon and in all its environs, because Heshbon was the city of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab and taken all his land from his hand until Arnon. Thus the ones who quote Proverbs say, "Come to Heshbon, let it be built, and let the city of Sihon be established, because fire went out from Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It consumed Ar of Moab, the lords of the high places of Arnon. Woe to you, Moab! You have perished, people of Chemosh. He has given his sons as fugitives and his daughters into captivity to the king of the Amorites, Sihon. We destroyed them. Heshbon has perished up to Dibon. We laid waste up to Nophah, which reaches Medeba. Thus Israel lived in the land of the Amorites. Moses sent to explore Jazer. They captured its environs and dispossessed the Amorites who were there. Then they turned and went up by the way of the Bashan, and Og, king of the Bashan, and all his people went out to meet them for battle at Edrei. And Yahweh said to Moses, Do not fear him, because I will give him and all his people and all his land into your hand. You will do to him just as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who was living in Heshbon. So they destroyed him and his sons and all his people until they had not spared a survivor, and they took possession of his land. Numbers 22. The Israelites set out, and they encamped on the desert plateau of Moab, across from Jericho beyond the Jordan. Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel did to the Amorites, and Moab was very terrified in the presence of the people, because they were numerous, and Moab dreaded the presence of the Israelites. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, Now the crowd will lick up all around us like a bull devours the grass of the field. And Balak, son of Zippor, was king of Moab at that time. He sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor, at Pethor, which is by the river in the land of the children of his people, to summon him, saying, Look, a people went out from Egypt. Look, they cover the surface of the land. They are about to dwell opposite me. Now please go, curse this people for me, because they are stronger than me. Perhaps I will be able to strike them and drive them out from the land, because I know whoever you bless is blessed, and whoever you cursed is cursed. So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian went with a fee for divination in their hand. They came to Balaam and spoke the words of Balak to him. He said to them, Spend the night here, and I will return word to you, just as Yahweh speaks to me. So the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. And God came to Balaam and said, Who are these men with you? And Balaam said to God, Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent word to me. Look, a people went out from Egypt. Look, they cover the surface of the land. Now go and curse them for me. Perhaps I will be able to attack them and drive them out. God said to Balaam, You will not go with them. You will not curse the people, because they are blessed. Balaam got up in the morning, and he said to the princes of Balak, Go to your land, because Yahweh refused to allow me to go with you. The princes of Moab got up and went to Balak, and they said, Balaam refused to come with us. Balak again sent many princes who were more honored than the former. They came to Balaam and said to him, Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, Please let nothing keep you from coming to me, because I will surely honor you greatly, and all that you say to me I will do. Please come, curse this people for me. Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, Even though Balak gives to me his house full of silver and gold, I am not able to go beyond the command of Yahweh my God to do a little or a lot. And now please, you also stay here the night, and let me find out again what Yahweh will say with me. And God came to Balaam at night, and he said to him, If the men have come to call you, get up and go with them. But only the word that I will speak to you, you will do. The New Testament reading is from Luke chapter 6, verse 12 through 36. Luke 6:12. Now it happened that in these days he went away to the mountain to pray, and was spending the whole night in prayer to God. And when day came, he summoned his disciples and chose from them 12, whom he also named apostles: Simon, whom he also named Peter, and his brother Andrew, and James, and John, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James the son of Alphaeus, and Simon who was called the Zealot, and Judas the son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became a traitor. And he came down with them and stood on a level place, and a large crowd of his disciples and a great multitude of people from all of Judea and Jerusalem and the seacoast district of Tyre and Sidon, who came to hear him and to be healed of their diseases, and those who were troubled by unclean spirits were cured. And the whole crowd was seeking to touch him, because power was going out from him and healing them all. And he lifted up his eyes to his disciples and said, Blessed are the poor, because yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are those who are hungry now, because you will be satisfied. Blessed are those who weep now, because you will laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you, and when they exclude you and revile you and spurn your name as evil on account of the Son of Man. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For their fathers used to do the same things to the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, because you have received your comfort. Woe to you who are satisfied now, because you will be hungry. Woe, you who laugh now, because you will mourn and weep. Woe, whenever all people speak well of you, for their fathers used to do the same things to the prophets. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. To the one who strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also. And from the one who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic also. Give to everyone who asks you, and from the one who takes away your things, do not ask for them back. And just as you want people to do to you, do the same to them. And if you love those who love you, what kind of credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what kind of credit is that to you? Even the sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you expect to receive back, what kind of credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners so that they may get back an equal amount. But love your enemies, and do good, and lend, expecting back nothing, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. The wisdom literature reading is from Psalm 37, from verse 21 through verse 31. Psalm 37:21. The wicked borrows and does not repay, but the righteous is gracious and gives. For those blessed by him shall possess the land, but those cursed by him shall be cut off. The steps of a man are established by Yahweh, and he takes pleasure in his way. Though he fall, he will not be cast headlong, for Yahweh supports him with his hand. I was a youth, but I am now old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or his children begging for bread. All the day he is gracious and lends, and his children are a blessing. Turn aside from evil and do good, and so abide forever. For Yahweh loves justice, and will not forsake his faithful ones. They are protected forever. But the children of the wicked will be cut off. The righteous will possess the land and abide in it forever. The mouth of the righteous utters wisdom, and his tongue speaks justice. The law of his God is in his heart. His steps will not slip. This concludes the reading for Day 85. Thank you for listening. These daily readings are made possible by your generous support of the Global Outreach Ministry of Scott Purcell. To partner with us and enable this work and others like it, please visit huttobible.com/give and select Go Pastor Support from the fund list. You can also sign up for ministry updates at scott-purcell.epistle.org/subscribe. Both of those links can be found in the podcast description. Thank you for helping us share God's Word.